enemy do not want you to praise God. He tried everything that he can try to stop this from happening. I came tonight to give God praise. So, the purpose of this I called it the Thanksgiving pop-up, So God has really been, on my spirit for the last 2 to 3 weeks with a spirit of Thanksgiving, and not necessarily Thanksgiving as the festivities as we know it, as the food and all that thing, but Thanksgiving on really being thankful, really taking a moment to being thankful to what God has done for us, what he has done through us, and what he's going to continue to do. So the purpose of this was for me to take a moment to give him thanks. I wanted to include all women into this pop-up, beautiful women, some women as friends, that's family, because I want to hear from them as well as what they're thankful for in this hour. What are they thankful for unto God in this hour? As women, we have different roles, right? Some of us are mothers, some of us are wives, some of us, our daughters, and sometimes with those responsibilities and just with the trials of life, and with the attacks from the enemy, we can have in our mind or in our thoughts, negative space, because we tend to forget sometimes when we go through trials of who God is, of not only who God is, but on who we are in God and what he's done for us and through us and what he's going to continue to do for us. So I just wanted to gather some women, some beautiful women, to hear from them in this season of Thanksgiving, what they're truly thankful for. God has called me to be an encourager. Those that know me love that I love to encourage women. I love to lift women up, even sometimes when I'm not feeling lifted up. I love to speak life to women that, can't find their voice, their value, or just, going through some things that they can't get a breakthrough for. God has truly, gifted me, beginning to equip me to be able to speak truth and speak life, into the lives of other women. So I'm going to introduce them in one by one. So feel free, to stay tuned, and feel free to share, like, and comment, or even in the comments, feel free to share what you too are thankful for. Welcome. This is my sister, Shay Hunter. She has a ministry with her husband called the Hunters Ministries, which I, partner with often, to share her moment of thanks. What is she thankful for? From a woman's standpoint, we know that you're a wife. We know that you're a mother. So can you share with us what you are thankful for in this season of Thanksgiving as a woman?
I am just so grateful for godly sisterhood. I am truly grateful for that. And I got that from you this year. So we just talked about this year of 2020. So many things have happened. People's lives have turned around like 100%. Everything has been crazy, but God has provided me in the midst of that with godly sisterhood and godly community. And I found that in you. So my gratefulness when it comes to a woman is to being able to have a healthy relationship with another woman, another Black woman. And instead of us being at odds, working together, and not just working together in regular life things, but working together in the things of God as well. So it's just like, every step of the way, you've been there helping me, as a wife, as a mother, as a minister, as a believer. You've been there. So I'm just really, truly grateful in this season for God's sisterhood. And I really appreciate you. I'm really thankful for you. Somebody I could depend on, somebody I could call on the phone, someone I could basically tell my deepest parts, my deepest secrets too, without it being jeopardized.
So God is so strategic. When he had me call on these women that I'm going to introduce, one by one, he really had them stand for something for me personally. So it's funny that you said sisterhood, because that's what I wrote next to your name, is sisterhood. So I am truly thankful for God for giving me sisterhood. And sometimes sisterhood don't necessarily have to be blood. It can be friends, it can be other family, but sisterhood is what I truly find with you. Like I can, tell you my flaws. I can tell you my shortcomings. I can call you with tears and snot coming out of my nose. And you're going to be my sister. You're going to be my sister, and you're going to lift me up, and you're going to, support me. So this is my niece, Tanisha. She got her AKA up there, Poopy. So I want her to share.
I'm also thankful for the opportunity of me being able to go back to school to get my RN. It was a tough road to get in, crying, sleepless nights trying to study, but I got through. I got accepted. I killed that interview, and I made it through. Then the devil tried to knock again, and here goes tuition now. I can't go to work. He made a way again. I got full tuition paid for this first semester. I was still able to work. I was able
to,
I'm part-time. I'm also a mother. My daughter's 12 years old. 7th grade is not that easy, but we getting through it. My health, again, I just want to say I'm very thankful for my health, for my family's health, and everyone's positive attitude. Yes, it's at times it'll weigh on me, like I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, but I'll just sit there, I go out to my car, have a moment where I just gotta cry, scream, whatever it is I gotta do, but to get back to Tanisha, no, you got this.
Yeah.
I'm honored that my aunt chose me to speak on what I'm thankful for. Again, me and Michelle has times where I'll hit her up like, hey, pray for this, do this for me, can you? And it's never, oh no, I can't. It's all right. What's going on, Poopy? Let's talk about this. It's never been a brush off. And that's what I appreciate with her, where she's been there when I've came to her about anything. And the fact that she chose me, I was just like,
I told you. Right. I am so proud on what you're doing. I told you before, like, you are a leader, whether you see it or not. You are a leader. You are a bold leader. Love my family. I love seeing what God is doing through you, what God is doing through you as a mother, what he's doing through you as a career person, what he's doing through you in your health. Like, you just, it's so, the sky is the limit when it comes to Poopy. So I just love you. I thank you that you was able to take the time. I think you still even got on your nurse's uniform right now.
I sure do.
So I thank you. I thank you for taking the time to really come into your auntie's pop-up Thanksgiving to truly give God a thanks, because all this is for God's glory. So as you said, like, sometimes it's not easy. As women, sometimes we gonna have to cry. Sometimes we gonna have to let them tears come down. Sometimes we gonna have to go into that parking lot, go into that bedroom, go into that bathroom and let it out. But at the end of the day, we wipe them tears. We go and be a mother. We go and be a nurse. We go and be an entrepreneur. We go and be a prayer warrior. We go, you know what I'm saying? We do it. So I just thank God for the strength that he's giving you. And I thank God for you representing family to me.
You about to make me start crying.
Hi, October.
I'm a big baby.
So listen, let me tell y'all about my sweetheart, October. Now, I know y'all heard me speak before. When I first got saved, which was in early 2000s, like, and don't you gonna make me cry. When I first got saved in early 2000s, I was, on fire for the Lord. I was on fire. It was new to me, and God was using me in a way that I wasn't even probably prepared for in hindsight, and he was using me in a way to encourage and minister to October. We would be on the phone and I would be praying with her, crying with her, like, and when, I backslid, like, when I went back into the world and I backslid, from the church, like, certain parts of me was so grieved because I truly, cared about who I was connected to and who I was. Oh God, I'm about to get emotional. I truly cared about who I was connected to and who I was, pouring into or just building up and being there for. And she was one of them. She came out to my church and heard me speak, at a service. Like, she just always been so supportive. And I know those that know October know that she's a sweet person, but I got my own personal story, when it comes to October. She is so special to me. And I wanted to bring her on, I see her doing things. I see her, growing and taking leaps of faith in different areas. I know she don't live in New York anymore, but I just wanted to bring her on to let her have a moment to thank God for what he's doing with her. So I'm going to turn it over to you, October.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Yeah, no, October. My name is October. I'm a little nervous. Basically, I thank God for just giving me the courage to do a lot of things in my life. And one of those things is moving from New York to Atlanta. That was a big step for me. I was fearful of driving. I didn't want to, I knew when I came here, I had to drive, so that's something that I prayed about. I asked God, just take the fear away from me. And he did it. I bought my car this year, January 19th. you know, and I asked him basically to protect me, you know, and he's been doing all of that for me. You know, I'm driving and you can't tell me nothing. The only thing is I'm not on the highway like that, but, you know, I'm doing it, you know, so this is not the ordinary for me, you know, so I took a big step, you know, even leaving my family, my mom and my dad that I love so much, you know, through this whole pandemic. I just thank God for just keeping my daughter and I, you know, safe, and my mom, my family. I just thank God for life. I thank God for still being here. You know, there's things that I'm still trying to strive for in my life, you know, and I know it's going to come to pass. You know, I just got to do what I have to do, you know, and I appreciate you. I love you so much. I really, truly do. And I thank God for where God is leading you. You know, I'm so proud of you, you know, and thank you for having me. You know, when I was like, oh, me, like little old me chose me, I was grateful for that, you know. I'm just grateful. I just want to continue to grow more in God, you know, and let him use me. I just want to just like what you're doing, encouraging women. I know I could do the same thing, you know. I just want to be there. I just want to be strong in the Lord. I just want to do everything for him, you know. I just want to just see him, you know, have tunnel vision, just see him and do what I need to do for him, you know, because he's great, you know. I just thank God, you know, the things that I'm doing is just like, wow, like, God, you did it for me, you know, and I still can't believe it. Even with the driving, like, to this day, I thank God. Like, I'll sit in my car and I just pray, because I'm like, I was so scared. Michelle, you don't know. I just thank him every day, because I'm like, wow, God, I'm driving. Like, that's big for me. You know, I can't believe I'm doing it, you know, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to him. And I know God is real. You know, we from New York. We don't have to get on a bus, Uber, cab, train. Everything's convenient. Here in Atlanta, you have all of that, but it's really not convenient. You have to drive, you know, so I'm glad that God put me here. You know, I prayed about it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Michelle. I love you so much.
Listen, what God gave me for you and what you represent to me in my life is support. Like, you don't find too many people in a lifetime that can go through different transitions of your life and not be judgmental, not, you know, talk down, not talk about, you know what I mean? And you are that support, you know, for me. And no matter what transition I'm going through in my life, you always there to support or to show me, you know, show me support. You know what I mean? And I don't take that lightly. That's why, you know, the saying, how they say, give people their flowers while they still here, kind of thing. Like, that's how I see you. Like, you will always have a special place in my heart, because I know that you actually was and is one to support me, where, you know, since, like I said, that moment for me when I backslid, like, when I see your face, I don't see condemnation. You understand? And that's big. So I really truly love you. Everything that you are standing in the gap for, everything that you want, I decree it and declare it for your life right now. I decree and declare all things good for you. I decree and declare that what you see now is you ain't seen nothing yet. I decree and declare it that if you're waiting on that husband, the key thing that you said, October, is that you just want to grow in God, and you just want to be used by God. So you putting him first. So continue to just put him first in your life. Continue to trust him. Like, you to drive a car, some people may take that lightly, but I can hear it in your spirit that that's a big thing for you, and that you really cast your care upon the Lord, and you said, Lord, you got to take the wheel. Literally, you know how we say, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, you literally said, Jesus, take the wheel. So he sees that, he honors that, and, you know, continue to stay encouraged. Like, God is gonna always have you. You know, I posted a post today, God got you, period. Like, God is gonna always have you. So continue to look to him, continue to trust in him, and do what you're doing. I'm gonna always be there praying for you, and I'm gonna always be there in your corner. Like, you are my sweetheart. Like, I love you. So I thank you
much
for taking a time out to come to my Thanksgiving pop-up. So this is Narrow. So those of you that know me know that Narrow is like my best friend in the whole wide world. So y'all know that going back into the 90s, the 99s, 2000s, going back into the 99s, 2000s, wherever you see me, you see Narrow. Wherever you see Narrow, you see me. Like, this is truly my BFF, my friend. So I wanted to bring her on because Narrow is a new mom, so I'm sure she has some things to say. So I really wanted to hear from her what she's thankful to God for and what he's doing in her life. So the floor is yours.
First off, I want to say good evening to everybody, and God bless you all. For me, I'm thankful for a lot of things, but there's certain specific things that I'm thankful for is like just keeping my mind focused and positive. It's so easy to be like down, negative, feeling hurt and confused, and see the light through the darkness. I recently had a baby, right?
You will, be what you're supposed to be to her. Everything will work out how it's supposed to work out. So just know that when you have those moments, like we all do when we was first time mothers, that God is going to be right there to strengthen you up, because there's no manual to being a mother. People try to write manuals and stuff like that, but there's no real manual. Like, you got to really trust God and depend on God to show you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, because some things that go on is not even in no daggone book.